The Oromos are the indigenous people of East Africa, located predominantly in Ethiopia, but they are also part of Kenya as well as Somalia and other parts of the Horn of Africa. Oromia is located in the center of Ethiopia. The current capital city is also a capital city of Oromia. Even though Ethiopia has 82 ethnic groups, Oromo make up half of the Ethiopian population. What makes Oromo very unique is they have their own faith and they have their own God and the way they worship. I was born, during war struggle, and now, I'm in my 30s, still struggling for the same thing we struggled for 30, 40 years ago. It is only after 1991 that Oromos were allowed to speak their language and go to school. So as an Oromo, we are oppressed because of just simply for being Oromo, we are seen as a threat. As a woman, oppression is double and quadruple. So the capital city, even though it's the heart of Oromia, Oromos are pushed out of the city. So the vast majority of the city, the people who live in that city are non-Oromos. They're not from there, they're not even indigenous, but they settled in there and they want to block Oromos from entering, kind of push the Oromos from their land. Because Oromos never had a government that represented them, they've always been pushed. And so what happened is these people are removed and forcefully resettled in another part of the country. All this media, including government media, really portrayed this image of Oromos radicals coming to the city to kill, these people. And according to UN, there was about 2.9 million people were displaced. If you kill Oromo in Ethiopia, that's okay, you probably will get like kind of a slap on your wrist and then you move forward. As Oromos, we were marginalized, we were oppressed, we were killed, we were evicted, we were imprisoned, we were tortured. Today and yesterday, under this regime and the previous regime, there is no voice that speaks for Oromos in Ethiopia. If you speak up, you get charged for terrorism. And that has been always the case of all the regime in Ethiopia. So such a gruesome human rights violation happens in Oromia. Nobody talks about it. Even Amnesty International have not put out a report in the last 6 months. Oromia is under a state of emergency. This is the first time that you can see vibration that Ethiopia is about to fall apart. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. This is our moment because now we are being heard. This oppressive system, you can see, you can hear our voices. You can see us now. You can feel us now. What can you do? How can you help? What we are pleading to you is that if you have a platform, if you have a voice and you care about humanity, there is ethnic cleansing that's happening against Oromos in Ethiopia. And we're begging you to be a voice. And number one, please, if you can follow us, tweet about us, write to us. And if you have any kind of a platform, raise our awareness about this, join our movement. There is this large ethnic group that have been consistently being marginalized, killed, tortured, and raped, and in houses burned down, chased out of the country, and hunted down even in a neighboring country, and brought down for to face president in Ethiopia. So start the dialogue, because there's no way Ethiopia can move forward when there is a war happening. If you are in Ethiopia and have the ability to make a difference, as demand for justice, not just for Oromos. We want justice for all Ethiopians. If you have a power, if you are in a government, push for dialogue, a dialogue that is inclusive by everybody. Oromos in Ethiopia are tired of cycle of killing and dying and displacement. We want to live just like anybody in peace and prosper and raise a family. And if you want to do that, if you want stability in the regional, and if you don't want refugee in Europe, we ask you to push for dialogue, and that dialogue should include all people, not just some.